everybody, so welcome to episode 2 of my Christmas 2017 series. So I decided that I'm just going to make a few loaded bags just to have ready, and I'm going to use these lunch bags. These are white lunch bags I found at Target years ago, so I'm guessing they still have them. I don't know, I haven't looked. But I went into my stash because I wanted to have something quick to make. I didn't want to make the loaded pocket from scratch. So these are so easy to do, and they already have, you know, a nice size gusset. And all you really got to do, you don't even have to do what I'm going to do, is just fold this up, glue it, and you've got yourself a pocket here, pocket there, and, you know, you could just load it up. But I'm going to cover it with paper. I may or may not cover the whole thing, maybe just the front, or I probably will do both sides, because I do kind of, you can leave it this way, but I prefer to add extra, you know, a little bit extra here so it doesn't rip up. So I'm going to use this paper pad that I got last year from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they got it this year. I have not looked at their paper today. I haven't really looked at their papers this year because when I kind of glanced, it kind of looked like the same stuff. Although I've seen on YouTube some hauls of some newer designs, but they all look similar to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, they just all look alike. So I just, you know, I really didn't look, but I thought I would use this one for now. And we're going to be covering the paper or the bag, covering here, and then I'm going to cover the back as well. So I don't know if I'm going to use the same patterns or not, but this really is super easy. And yeah, so let's just get started. Let me see how much time I got. I'm trying to do this in between. I don't have to cook today. I already told my husband I'm going to order pizza, but I do have to order by a certain time so that by the time he gets home from work, the pizza should be here. So what am I wanting to do? I'm wanting to measure my paper. Okay, now I don't measure. So what I just do is I put my paper against whatever it is that I want to cover. And I should be able to cover the pocket and this inside. So I'm just trying to look for my pencil here. So now these bags, they're not all even. Like this part here is actually shorter than the back, so I am going to try and account for that. But I'm just going to be trimming here and there. And there's this little thing right here. I'm not going to worry about that either. I'm just going to mark where I'm going to cut. And I wouldn't cut them all, like if we're going to do 4 of these, I won't cut them all the same size, only because these bags are not all the same size. So I kind of just do one at a time. So this should be this part here. Okay, I'm going to leave that border up there. I might cut it off later. And then you can either use the same pattern. I would do this one, but then this is in the wrong direction. Or does it really matter? I don't think it matters. We're just going to use that. Why not? Then I'll use a different pattern on the back. So we're going to cut this as well. And so, uh-oh, I lost my mark. Oh, there it is. All right. So we have our inside and our pocket, right? So let's just go ahead and pick out one for the back. Where did it go? Where did I put the paper? How could I have lost a whole paper pad? There it is. So for the back, I'm going to see if I could just use some of these scraps that I have to my side. None of these are tall enough, but this one here I could use because it's not directional. We'll use the candy cane. And I should be able to do this. Okay. I'm trying to work with this bar that's right in my way over here, so because it seems like when I had my camera on the left side, I still whacked it just as much as if it was on the right. And I had a harder time getting in frame. So I just went ahead and put it right back to the right side. Until the day I get a camera or a holder that I can actually attach to the front and still have everything looking in the right direction. Okay, so let's see if that works. Yep, so that's going to be my back, and these are my inside and outside. And then it's going to make it nice and sturdy. So let's just go ahead and attach everything. I'm trying to think how I want to attach this. I think I'm just going to use my wet glue because I feel better with the wet glue. This is my Scotch Quick Dry. I should have my mat down, but lately I haven't been using my mat and I've just been getting the glue all over my poster board. Okay. And then same with this. Sorry for the shaking. Okay. I'm just making sure that I'm not getting glue on this inside part so it doesn't seal it, because I want that gusset. Okay, let's see how this looks. And if I miss a corner or so, we can just... Because I'm making a few of these, I'm not getting too extravagant, but I've made really extravagant loaded pockets using the scrapbook paper and then, you know, cutting here and doing a lot of things. This is just a simpler form for me because I have to make so many. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna make, but yeah, I might do one that's a little more, you know. Alright, so over here we're just going to glue this up here to make our pocket, and it's kind of a mess, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this other little thing down just because, and then do this. What time is it? Okay, it's almost time for me to take a break and order pizza. I'm not really making much of a glue mess today, so that's good. Alright, and again checking this gusset here that I didn't even glue it shut. Okay, so we got our front pocket. Now let's do this. And I've done these before. I've done tutorials on this kind of stuff before, but they're old. And I don't really feel like going to look for them and getting links or anything like that, so I figured I'll just record it again. Maybe I've learned new things since then, maybe not, I don't know. I'm trying to get the corners. But it's super easy to do. And you could just use the brown paper bags too. The regular lunch brown paper bags, since you're covering it up anyway. I just happen to have the white ones. Alright, I think we are good. Let's double check. Alright, so okay, that's pretty good. And I might just trim that off, or what I've done also in the past was run this through my die cutter. I have a zigzag die that, you know, just does like the top of a not a trash bag, the top of a paper bag kind of thing. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. We'll just see. But there you go. And you can take it further and put paper here and here and cover the whole entire thing. But that's pretty much it. And look at how nice and wide. You can fit a lot in here. You could add, you know, the paper clips that I made. And say I actually put this die together. I haven't stuck it together yet, but you know, just to add your goodies. If you want to say this is a brand new package of stuff that you want to gift, just throw that in there. So that's the beginning of this bag. I'm going to put together a few more and just have them ready, and then I'm going to start making like the wands and things, because I do want to make some of that as well. And then I'll add the goodies that I'm going to be shipping out. So there you go. That's my lunch bag pocket. Okay, so we're going to be decorating the front. I'm going to do a voiceover here. I've already covered my bags with the paper. Reason why I'm doing a voiceover is because my husband is up and I just wanted to keep on crafting. So I'm just kind of showing you how they look with just the paper. You don't need to decorate it. I mean, that you could leave like that and just keep it simple. But here I'm showing you some cupcake liner rosettes. Now somewhere in my arsenal of videos I do have tutorials on that. Here are the candy canes that I showed you in episode 1. Here's some ribbon that I had picked up probably last year on clearance at Michael's. I believe Celebrate is from Michael's. I can't remember. So I don't have much Christmas ribbon. I think that's it. I really like that one. So, and that is some tags, like gift tags. It has to and from on the back. I found it at Tuesday Morning last year. And I'm going to use those as embellishments. Here are some bows that I made a couple years back, actually. I just had them in my stash. And I put it on, as you can see. I already did one because I wanted to see how it would come out. The bows is a punch from Martha Stewart that I found at Hobby Lobby. So just in case, because I didn't show you the punch there. So I'm just kind of showing you how the finished product looks. I left the string that was on the tags just for an added extra, you know, element. Thought it was kind of cute. So we're just going to use hot glue to adhere everything, from a strip of ribbon to everything else that we're going to be putting on there. So that ribbon itself is actually double-sided. The other side doesn't have, you can see there, it doesn't have the snowflakes, but I was using the side with the snowflakes. So we're putting down some hot glue. And we're just gonna put it on and then trim it, and that's gonna be, it kind of just makes the line where the pocket is, and you could see that that's where it's, you know, the pocket is. It's separated right there. Gives you kind of a border. So we're just cutting it, and normally I wouldn't use those scissors because I just keep those Tim Holtz scissors for cutting hard things like metal and stuff like that. But that's what I had out, so normally I would just use regular scissors. So I'm going to use one of my cupcake liner rosettes. I have no clue where I got the cupcakes from, or the cupcake liners. I know I had gotten them last year. Last year I went on a craze picking up cupcake liners of all sorts, from holiday, you know, related to just regular ones. And I had a big stash, so I just went through those today. And I'm going to be giving away some cupcake liners to somebody. Okay, so we're just going to layer the 2 candy canes. I'm keeping it simple with these. If I was just to make one bag for somebody, like for a swap, I would probably go a lot further with the whole entire thing. I would probably make it from scratch, you know, the bag itself or the pocket, and make it a lot more dimensional. I might even like glitter up those candy canes, you know. I would just take it a little further. But since I'm making 5 of these, I'm just making it simple. And since it's going to get shipped, most likely all the bags are going to get shipped by themselves. You know, I didn't want to put too much bulk on it because I'm going to fill it. So I'm removing the little sticky dot that I had put on the back there because I didn't want it to stick up too much. And I'm leaving everything else as it is. I'm leaving the little center because there is a touch of black in that ribbon. So I decided just to leave that center there. Although it is kind of hard to pull off. I don't know what, I'm guessing I just use hot glue on those things. But, and that glitter paper, no clue where I got it from, the one that I made the bow out of. So here I'm just deciding which tag I want to use as my embellishment. And if you happen to have that package, just so you know, the opening for those things are on both sides, the left and the right, and the tags slip out. I was like trying to figure out how you open this thing, and I was going to cut into it, and then I saw that the sides open. So I think I go with that one, and I just kind of, you know, pull out that string just so it's hanging out. And what I'm going to do is add some dimensional. I'm at the end of that roll of dimensional tape, but just because you're at the end doesn't mean you can't use it, because I'm just going to adhere it, put my thing down, and then just use hot glue. Doesn't mean you have to throw that out just because it's at the end and it's got that cardboard on there. So as you can see, I'm still using it and it works fine. And I'm just kind of putting it at an angle and right just slightly under the candy cane and a little bit on the ribbon. And that's pretty much it. So now the next part of this I'm going to show you is the finished version, and I don't need to talk here. Hello. Okay, so I am back with the third part to this one episode. I was putting together these loaded lunch bags, and these are the finished product. I'm filling them now with goodies. So 5 people that I know are going to be getting these, and then I'm pretty much running out of juice already as far as with these particular items. So I still have to work on some swap items that I have going on. But I love the way these came out. So I was going into my Christmas stash again because I am donating some things, and I pulled out some stuff that I really didn't want to donate, but I knew I probably won't be using. And I saved a few things. So, and I didn't use these here, but I had picked up these sprays and these little sprays from Hobby Lobby last year. And they were actually in my Christmas tree, and since I no longer am using that Christmas tree, I've downsized to a super duper tiny tree from the Dollar Tree. I decided to gift the sprays. They're perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're like brand new. So I thought they would be so cute in here, because this is sort of, most of these are kind of elf themed, you know, like these 3 here, but then the rest I just kind of wanted to throw them in too. Now I also am using, for gifts, I threw in these bookmarks. I got these this year at Target, and there's 8 in here. Please, Haley, do not come up here because I have a hot glue gun on. Do I need, yeah, I still need the hot glue gun. Come on, go over there. I don't want you to get burnt. So I bought these knowing that I was just going to gift them, but you can totally throw these into a clear plastic and turn them into a shaker as well, a shaker bookmark. So, but I just gifted them as is. I still have a few left. I might do that shaker thing that I mentioned. But this is the shelf on the elf on the shelf. What is this? Again, bookmarks. So each one of them is going to have one out of here. So that's part of the theme. I also added some clothespins that are also from Target. So now the person that gets the one that says naughty, don't take it personal. That was the last one left. There was 5 in the pack. I'm not saying you're naughty, but in a good way maybe? Let's just say it in a good way. So, yeah, I put those on there. I may or may not move that around, or I'll just leave it there. But this is mainly just to gift a few little pieces that they could use. Maybe not this year, because, you know, by the time it goes out, it might be too close to Christmas. Maybe for next year. So, here's how they look finished, and I love it. It just reminds me of my Christmas tree from last year. Okay, so you've already seen how I put this together and how I use this in this video, you know, and I just love the way it came out. So it's pretty much similar, except I only had 3 of those bows, and then I only had 2 of these shakers. So 2 people are going to get the shaker wands, and then 3 others will get those bow wands. So this is how this one looks, and then the backs, they're just plain with paper. So it is kind of finished. And I will unload one of these so you can see what I put in. Okay. So let's just put these aside. And like I said, I'm just now going in, and this is the part where I'm going to put in my little extra goodies, like store-bought items. I might make like little sequin mixes or something. I don't want to get it too thick, even though there's a lot of room. I kind of want to keep it to where I could still put it in a normal sized, like manila envelope type of envelope, so that, you know, I can keep the weight light and the thickness not too thick, so that I can just, you know, wrap it in tissue and then just ship it off. Alright, so I should put this in something, because they're all going to start coming out, and my cat is probably going to want to play with these. So I'm going to put these aside. They're pretty much done. I'm just adding the extra goodies. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and open up this one, or unfill it. Alright, so usually I like to have 3 wands, but I only got 2 wands. But since I put these sprays and then the candy cane, you know, I'm just going to leave it like that. I think, I'm not sure, because I have 2 kinds. I have this red and white plastic or acrylic candy cane, but I also have the one that has green in it. So I'm not sure which one's Dollar Tree and which one's Hobby Lobby. So it's one or the other, because Dollar Tree carries them. And then I had found the other one at Hobby Lobby last year. So, and honestly, I don't think I've seen it at my Dollar Tree yet, the plastic candy canes. I'm sure they have it. So we have the candy cane, which can be altered. They've been altered with fabric wrapped around, and I have one in my stash that's, I think it was Tammy who had altered some. Did I get one? I don't know. I know she has a video. I never got to put out everything that I have, unfortunately. So then again, the clothespin. I didn't do anything to it because I just thought it was cute just as is, from Target this year. The one that I made. And it's simply 3 chenille stems that I curled on my finger. One of them I did it a little tighter. But these, I like them actually looser. And then I put it in a straw with some hot glue. And then I just, you know, added the little Dollar Tree bow, which is really cute. This part here is with a twist tie, so you just got to be careful that it, you know, because it's holding everything together. So we have that. The one that I simply attached my bow on. The spray, and I probably will be using the last spray that I kept for myself. I'm going to be using this, I think, on a project. So just, you know, look out for that, because I probably will just take, you know, these things apart and then use them. But, you know, you can either put it in an arrangement or cut these things up and then put them in your projects. So that's why I like these stems. So you get that. Here's the bookmark for this one. And it's a nice cardstock. They all have this stuff on the back. But you can cover that with paper. You can put it into plastic sleeve. You know, use your fuse tool to seal it and throw some shaker stuff. And there she is. Okay, everybody who knows me knows I have a cat, so if you get cat hair in your stuff, I'm sorry. Come on. But she rarely spends time with me, so I let her come in here, but I try not to keep her. I try to keep her from my glue gun and anything hot. Come on, go over there and watch the glue gun. I forgot why I have the glue gun on, but I know I turned it on for something. Okay. Yeah, so you could do that, turn into a little shaker. So I thought that was just a cute little extra. And then the card that I made is tucked in there. It doesn't fit all the way because it's too wide for my bag. So, you know, and everyone's going to get the same sentiment. Again, I have a bad hand. I can't write too much. So we got that. And then the bag. So it has the one pocket, and then I had, you know, decorated it. And there's the back. You can always put your, you know, handmade by thing here or whatever. But, you know, once you get into the card, you know who it is. And even on the mail, on the package, you'll know who it is. So you simply just tuck your stuff in a pretty manner. Like this is already going to go at an angle. And I think I had this. This is the biggest piece. And I'm trying to push it in as far as possible. I don't want to get too long either for, you know, shipping purposes. And these I kind of flatten out a bit so, you know, it can be fluffed up later. I think it was on top a little bit like so. You could even like just move everything around. And okay, and then we have this somewhere in here. There we go. I think I had put the card in after the fact, but I already got it going. And then my candy cane, and then the cute little Mary thing here. Alright, and then you just fill your goodies in the back pocket. And you can always add an extra pocket if you want, and just keep going. If you're going to be actually sending more stuff like in a box, then you can really stuff this, make it more dimensional, and then just wrap it in tissue and put it in the box. So, you know, it's up to you. Or you can keep this as flat as possible and not put so much chunky stuff in here, and just put flat items in the front, and then you can, you know, even it would be even cheaper to ship, because the thicker it is also it costs more as well. Alright everyone, so I hope you like this video. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day.